Joining me tonight outside the courthouse in Wisconsin, criminal defense attorney Matthew Kirkpatrick. In studio, prosecutor Jen Stevenson, criminal and civil attorney Kirby Clements, and former magistrate court judge Quinton Washington. Welcome to you all. Fire in her eyes. Is that ammunition for the prosecution?
Good for the state. Definitely.
It is absolutely great for the state. It's horrible that juries see this now for the defense.
But it seems to me the words are very revealing, because you've got Jason Mangle, the man in the middle of all of this, right? Mm-hmm. And he's the one who's concerned about Ezra.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what makes it that's why the jury's engaging, because you're seeing this and you're understanding that you know something's about to happen. And when you see this, you're like, all right, we now know what happened. We're seeing it beforehand, and it's just eerie that we're seeing this in real time almost. And of course the tape cuts off when they leave the scene, but at the same time, all the jurors know why they're there, and they're there to decide guilt or innocence in this case.
Matthew, what do you think the impact is of this dash cam video that the jury saw and the words that they heard from all the parties involved in this love triangle?
Definitely from the criminal defense perspective, this is the first opportunity for the jury to hear Ezra Mccandless' voice. Obviously, from the opening, they know that they're eventually going to hear her testify. With the discussion today, there's going to be Officer Reeves' interview of her that's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to, again, experience her in that disheveled, agitated state that was about today. So I think it's going to give them perspective of how disheveled she was, her sense of mind at the time, and from the time she gets to the farm till the time she gets to the hospital when she's being interviewed.
Did any of you hear or see anything in that video from the defendant or the victim in this case that would indicate that what is about to happen happened?
You know, I'm going to say no, and that's to me is the positive side for the defense. I mean, I think knowing what's going to happen, that's the negative. But the reality is, if you listen to her voice and how she sounded, she didn't sound, when I heard it, agitated and angry or upset. Mm-hmm. So I think the defense would argue that this was not a volcano getting ready to erupt. The victim or the decedent didn't sound in fear. They sounded fine, like they're going to take a trip together and everything was fine. So from the defense perspective, I would argue that to the extent that there's fire in her eyes, there's not fire in her voice, and you can't display two emotions simultaneously. So really her voice is the controlling factor.
Jen, what did you hear?
So I think that that's a very interesting perspective, but I also think here that the police are an impediment. From the prosecution's theory, the police are an impediment. She has to get rid of them so she can continue with this plan. She's driven down from a different location with a knife. She's angry at Mr. Woodworth. So she has to get rid of them.
So she's playing a role in being able to transform into, oh, everything's fine here, nothing to see here.
Well, she's very comfortable with police officers. She made that statement to Alex before, saying if she had a problem with her car, she knew every police officer on the road on the way down.
Judge, do you think this is a case of premeditation of what happened in that car? Do you think this was all part of a plan? Or was this something that happened in the moment, whether it was murder or self-defense?
I think you have to go with premeditation on this. And the reason why I think that is because you're looking at her now, right? And then you see her afterwards, which is that same day. For it to escalate to where they're taking a casual car ride and all of this apparently tragically happens, I don't know how you don't have any indication that there's so much discord before you get in the car. Like if I'm arguing with somebody that much to where it escalates that much in the car, I don't know whether that happens when we're taking a car ride. I think that you knew what was happening beforehand, and then you knew that you were going to, because of what you were about to do, you were going to have some level of self-defense that you were going to try to claim, but you couldn't do that because the film is one of the things that shows what she's doing looks like premeditation to me.